This is Rebecca Marina, and I am very blessed to be here and to be a messenger from the Goddess Lakshmi. Now, I am a messenger for many angels and beings of light when they need to pass a message. I believe they're gossiping about me all over the heavens. Ask Rebecca Marina. She'll do it. If you're a being of 100% pure light, Rebecca Marina will pass your message, and she has a beautiful list of people that love to receive blessings. So let me tell you how this all happened. It's been a month and a half ago that I was at a sound healing conference. Tom Kenyon is a wonderful sound healer. Many of you know of his work, and I took my children, and they just loved it. And let me tell you, they're just natural-born healers, my two youngest, 15 and 17. And while I was deep in a meditation, the Goddess Lakshmi, who is the Hindu goddess of prosperity, both in material and spiritual things, appeared to me and said, Rebecca, I want to do a live energy blessing transmission of prosperity, and I want to do it in October. And she said, it's just sorely needed. Now, to understand a little bit, there is one source energy, one God. This is my belief. You may have something different. That's fine. And within that one source energy are many aspects. I sort of divide them into Mother God, Father God. The divine feminine, divine mother, is the energy that has an aspect called Laxmi. Many of the goddesses, they're just different names for the divine feminine. But this is an aspect that brings prosperity, and she also brings great joy. Well, honey, if you're getting more prosperous, you know you're going to be getting more joyful, and especially if you're getting prosperous both materially and spiritually. So when I looked up Laxmi, because I did not know very much about her, I was delighted to discover that October is her festival month. October is her month. So you are having advantage of tapping into the energy of millions of people in India where Laxmi is worshipped. And even if you're listening to this month from October, this energy, as long as you're open to receive, just receive the energy, and it will be the same, and it will be a beautiful blessing for you. So that made me feel so great for her to step forward and say, I will. And did you know that all the other beings of light and angels have been just blessing Laxmi so that she would have extra energy to give to you? And in my meditation, right before I got on this call, I've been activating, she said to activate my pineal gland, and I've been doing it for many, many days in preparation. Anyway, she's been in my pineal gland, but she's been like a small, childish Laxmi. Well, today, right before this call, when I activated and ran the energy up there, she just became larger than the room I'm in. And then I ran more energy, and she became large. And I ran it 3 times, and she became so large that she's above the earth, sending down this prosperity energy. So in order for you to receive better, I would like us to do a little balancing exercise. So everything works better when you're balanced, right? Just go ahead and follow after me. You don't need to know a thing about energy healing. Touch your collarbone where it comes together in the hollow of your throat, and just tap on it with your hand and just think balance. Tapping and thinking balance. At the collarbone, those of you who know EFT know it as a collarbone point. If you don't know EFT, no big deal. Tap right there in the hollow of your throat where your collarbone. Balance. Balance. Now tap a little bit further down in the middle of your chest, right above your heart center is the thymus. Just think a real good thought and think balance. And think of somebody that you love, or think of a kitten or a puppy, and tap that. And now move your hand a little further down, slightly to the left. This is the heart center. And tap there and think balance. And now just hold your hand over your heart and just relax. Now, I ask you, as you're taking this class, to just let it happen, to just go along with it. Don't think that you have to do anything except receive. That's what Laxmi said. Let them just become like little newborn babies. Because Laxmi gave me some profound information. She said, Rebecca, people feel so guilty about wanting to receive and just sort of like keeping that energy for a little while. And I'll even bet you that 99% of you listening came to this call thinking, oh, I can't wait to get the blessing so I can share it with blah, blah, and blah, blah, and blah, blah, and blah, blah. And Laxmi asks you for this call, would you pretty please, with sugar on it, think of yourself as a little bitty newborn baby. Now, why? A little bitty newborn baby doesn't think about anything except that it needs nourishment, nurturing, and love, and it screams and hollers to get it. A newborn baby opens their mouth and drinks the milk, the mother's breast if they're lucky, but it drinks in nourishment. And because the newborn baby can focus on their own needs, do you think a newborn baby thinks, oh, goody, I'll cry for some milk and then I'll share it with somebody? No. And I know I can feel some of you going, wait, you're crazy, you're supposed to share. Yes, all in good time. Let me finish with what Laxmi said. Here's what she said. Because a newborn baby drinks in sustenance and is selfish enough to ask, a newborn baby grows and nurtures itself, learns to smile, and just the holding, if any of you have ever held a sweet little newborn baby, is there anything that fills your heart with more love? No. So be willing. When your mind wanders off to who you want to bless, just for this, it's not even going to be an hour, just for this short time, could you be like a newborn baby and drink in this milk of prosperity? That's what Laxmi says, and just release any guilt. All righty. So, I do want to tell you a little story because I'm going to teach you a secret phrase that's going to help activate this a little later on in the call. And it's a story of, I've been doing a few little personal transmissions of this energy, and I transmitted some of this energy to Andy, and I told Andy, now say the secret phrase that I'm telling you. And, which, don't worry, I'll tell you that in just a few minutes. But Andy called me. First of all, Andy had some real, and I'm like, and don't make a big deal. Don't think, oh, my God, it's life or death if this doesn't work. Let this be easy. Just go along with, there's that Rebecca transmitting energy. I might be crazy, but I'm willing to let it work if it could. So anyway, Andy called me on Tuesday morning, I believe it was, and said, hey, I've been trying, he sells swimming pools. He said, I've been trying to sell a pool for 2 years to this family. And a normal swimming pool ranges between $30,000 and $60,000, at least in this area. And he said, guess what? They bought a $147,000 pool from me. They signed the papers today, and he works on commission. And guess what else? Somebody owed me $35,000 for a pool. He cannot get paid until they've paid a certain percentage. And I've been chasing them around for months, and it's like they're hiding from me. And today they came into my office and gave me $25,000, which makes them almost paid out. So